Well, hey folks, relaunching with John Ritlins, my review of New Japan Pro Wrestling's G1 Climax 28 Night 3 event. This is going up about a day and a half after the live video had ended. My apologies. Wasn't even going to review this originally. People wanted to A, hear my thoughts, and B, said this was a pretty good show. It was a good show. Had a couple shocking results. One in particular, and it may not be the one that you're thinking that I was shocked by. And also, the July 30th show I will be reviewing, but the review will not go up until closer to WWE Raw, as you all know. I review both WWE and New Japan, and I encourage you guys to watch as much wrestling as possible, and wrestling you guys enjoy, no matter what company it is. And thank you to the outpouring support from various people in the comments that have corrected me on things or told me things that I've forgotten or didn't know about New Japan, and like have sent me, the after-match comments and stuff like that, or said, hey, it actually was the reason, this is the reason the feud's happening. So thank you guys very much for that. Now let's get cracking on with the review. Took place in the same building that New Beginning and Sapporo took place, and really, really good stuff. Of course, you had the typical five tag matches. That there was one opening match, obviously had a young line, but then you had the other four tag matches just hyped up. Future matches were going to happen in the B block. A block action tonight. People call that the weaker block. Don't get me wrong. B block has some tremendous B block and Rocksteady, by the way. Kidding. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle reference for those of you that don't know. B block has some great talent. They do. They're very loaded. A block has some very, very good talent. Even some young ones. I think that there is a lot of really good stuff that can come out of the A block. I think we'll obviously get bigger matches out of the B block, but I think we could have just as good matches from some of the really great performers in the A block. So, Hanare and Shota Umino versus Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. What do you think was going to happen here? Of course, Umino took the pin, but Umino has improved. He really has improved. He seems to have packed on a little more muscle as the year has gone on. Hanare keeps improving. I can see him as at the very least, a 20th entrant in the G1 tournament next year. I think the guy really is a shining star. Tama Tonga, I think, is going to go very far in this tournament. Of course, Tonga Loa will be accompanying him to all the, for all his matches, and accompany Bad Luck Fale in his match a little bit later on. Good opening match. It was decent. It was short, and the Tongas got the win. And then Yano and Jado, and I hope I got that right. It's like gelato. I just have to remember that. It's like gelato. Versus Sabre Jr. and Taka. Of course, Taka doing his great introduction of, Zack Sabre Jr. I'm trying to learn Japanese, failing miserably. Thank God he speaks both Japanese and English. I mean, just for a fan like me, obviously Japanese, he can speak whatever the hell he wants, but him and Sabre Jr. are a great team. It's a great teacher-student dynamic, not saying that Sabre Jr. doesn't already know a whole bunch of stuff, but Taka is a veteran. Yano really trying not to do the cheating thing, just trying so goddamn hard to not do the cheating thing. It was hype for Yano versus Sabre Jr. on Thursday, which I'm really excited for, and I will be here for the Thursday through Sunday shows. Can't wait for it. It's going to be tremendous. Yano pinned Taka using a wrestling move while Sabre Jr. was trying to get Jado. And that was really good stuff. So Yano escapes with another win in a tag match. Sabre Jr. is obviously going to beat Yano. If Yano beats Sabre Jr., I will be shocked. I know there's shock victories in the G1. I've seen some of the past ones, especially from 2017, 16, 15, even 14. But I don't see Yano beating Sabre Jr. It'd be shocking, but I think Sabre Jr. is going to get about 6 victories in this. I don't think he's going to win it. He's going to do damn good. Yano will probably only get 3. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe he will beat Sabre Jr. Maybe Sabre Jr. Will lose. I don't know. It's hard to really tell, but it's going to be fun. And then Kota Ibushi and Yujiro Takahashi, the Golden Star Pimps. Careful when you Google that. Versus Juice and Finley, Fin Juice, which sounds almost like they're blending a dolphin. They call him Flipper. He's in a smoothie. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Side for Kota versus Juice. And good tag flow, as you would expect with these guys. Kota and Yujiro actually hit some pretty good double team maneuvers. And Juice and Finley, obviously being friends and doing very well and having tagged before, obviously they had the advantage as far as tags. Juice pinned Yujiro after pull friction. I've called it pump friction before. My apologies. For some reason, I tend to screw up a couple moves. But, we're all human. We're all allowed to do that. Good match. And, of course, Yujiro took the instant I saw this, I go, okay, one of two things. Finley's taking the pin, or Yujiro's taking the pin, and I'm like, okay, U.S. champ, yeah, Finley's not gonna take the pin. It's gonna be Yujiro, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yujiro's a good mid card guy. Then we had Sonata and Naito versus Ishii and Sho, the Sho Pitbulls. You think Naito's over? You think Naito's over with the crowd? Yeah, I think so. I think Naito winning the G1 again would not be a bad call. I mean, it might seem repetitive, but they're telling a really good story about Naito, even though he doesn't seem to care that he actually does care. He only cares about the IWGP title and his fellow LIJ brothers. And thank God Hiromu's going to be okay, and hopefully some time off will help him. It will be a road to recovery. I'm not saying he wasn't hurt, but if he won't need surgery, that's great. And honestly, I'm just thrilled. If you want to, of course, see a reaction video that I had for people that were, using the injury to push a WWE versus New Japan narrative, then you can check that out. There'll probably be a link at the end, link near the end of the video over here, or above my head. But yeah, that was a little silly. So anyway, it was good tag work. I mean, what do you expect with these guys? Especially Naito and Sonata. Sonata, super smooth in the ring, and his hair still looks great. And he probably could stab several people with it if he wanted. Skull End beats Sho. Sho, I think, could be IWGP Intercontinental title level. Don't think he's ever going to be the IWGP Heavyweight Champion. Now, I mean, granted, that probably got like 10, 12 years left of his career before anything starts to slow down because he's a really young guy. But I think one Intercontinental title reign is in his future, and maybe within the next 3-4 years. Like, I of the two, I think Sho is going to be the bigger star. Yo is certainly good, and he actually was in the next match. But yeah, Skull End for the win. Good stuff. And then you had Goto and Yo Goto. It sounds like a bad yogurt brand. Versus Omega and Owens. The two O's. Have you found the big O? Remember that ad? Remember that ad campaign? Pretty disgusting. It was about orgasms, despite the fact it was supposed to be Overstock.com. Anyways, good tag flow as you would expect. I've used that a whole lot during this review. GTR pins Owens. Owens, 99% of the time, takes the pin. Shockingly, he got a win in the Night 2 event in a tag match. But yeah, Owens is like a nice mid-card guy. I don't think he's ever going to be a champion. He might be a tag champion at some point, maybe. I don't know. But good enough stuff. I mean, Goto and Yo did well. Of course, Omega was there. I mean, Omega wasn't going to be factored into the finish, even getting a pin. Because what's the point? There's a hype for Goto versus Omega, which I am certainly excited for. I think that's going to be a very good match. And then I believe it's July. Is it July 20th? Because a lot of these events run together, so my apologies. But isn't it July 20th, actually? Or soon after, where it's Omega versus, I think it actually might be the 21st or 22nd, but it's Omega versus Kota. I can't wait for that. That's going to be great stuff. So, yep, GTR pins Owens, and then you had Hangman at the beginning of the A-Block matches. Hangman Page versus Michael Elgin. I, again, don't like Michael Elgin. I don't. The guy creeps me out, and if you know the stories about stuff that's happened, you can figure out why myself and a lot of people don't like him. He gives good people a bad name. Won't deny that the guy's not a great athlete, because he is. He is a very, very good athlete that can move very well for his size. I was hoping Hangman Page would win. I knew he wouldn't. There were a couple times where they almost got me. Starts off quick. Page used agility and speed. Elgin uses obvious strength. Page showed some good strength too. There was a nice, where Page tried to do springboard into the ring, and Elgin hit a cutter. That was pretty nice. There was a nice roll up. There was a nice roll up series where they were like roll up 1, 2, roll up 1, 2, roll up 1, 2. That was pretty nice. And then they did it again for a couple times. That was a pretty cool spot because it didn't look showy. It looked like they actually were legit trying to pin each other. It didn't look like each one was in cooperation on it. That was good flow. For two guys that, especially Page. I mean, and Page is growing. Page, I think, is still in his 20s. He is somebody that, probably U.S. title. If you have somebody else beat Juice, if you had, no, not Jay White, but if you had Tama Tonga beat Jay White, or not Jay White, but Juice for the U.S. title, Hangman Page could be somebody to take it off of Tama Tonga sometime next year, if you wanted to go that route. I think Hangman Page has got a pretty bright future too. They got a lot of good talents. They got some talents I don't care for, like Elgin. But Elgin did get the victory. There was a nice series, like I said, nice series of roll-ups. Big power, he used a lot of bombs, buckle bomb, power bomb, that kind of stuff. The Elgin bomb, 1, 2, 3. Good match, though. I certainly won't deny that, but still, fuck Michael Elgin. Not literally, but Elgin's just trash. Trash human being. Very talented wrestler, though. Won't deny that. Evil versus Yoshihashi, this was good. This was the second weakest of the A-block matches, and it's no slight against any of these guys. Yoshihashi is continuing to improve, even shining in defeat, and that's a hard thing to do. I mean, Japan seems to do it pretty well. Other companies have done it pretty well when they tell a pretty good story with a long tournament or whatever. Yoshihashi showing some aggression. It's like, kind of telling a story of, okay, can he overcome the, tape on his shoulder? Can he overcome the shoulder injury? Can he show more aggression? Can he beat more guys? I think Yoshihashi will get about 4 victories in this tournament. Four victories. I don't know who it's going to be over, but I think he could get a shock victory, a shock one, but who knows? Him versus Evil, though, was a good enough match. It was, Chaos versus LIJ. Evil focused on the shoulder. Yoshihashi had some good moves. Bad landing on the outside. I was glad Evil and Yoshihashi were okay. Everything is Evil for the win. Evil has 2 points, and there we go. So yeah, then we go to Minoru Suzuki versus Makabe. This might have actually been my favorite match of the show. It might have been my favorite match. The main event, Tanahashi and Jay White, was very good, but this was just my favorite one because it was just 2 guys just forearming each other into submission and doing a chair fight like it's like they're using lightsabers because Star Wars. Because I'm a bit of a nerd. All the forearms, all the chairs, all the ref bumps. Man, the refs were taking some. The refs should actually have to be allowed to wear body armor in a match where Minoru Suzuki is in, because he cares not for you mere mortals. He will just throw you wherever. It was a great match. It was great. It was much more of a brawl than anything else. The thing should have been thrown out like 5 times. But because they already did a DQ on night 1 with Fale, and that was only because Tonga Loa interfered, outside interference, that's the only reason why. They decided, hey, we're just going to let them fight. It was good stuff. I thought Minoru was going to win. I was like, yeah, Minoru's going to win. Makabe, King Kong drop, jumping King Kong drop drop after that. 1, 2, 3. Makabe 4 points. Minoru Suzuki 0 points. Minoru Suzuki will probably end up with about 8 or 10. Hey, if you think Minoru Suzuki's going 0-4 in this, unless he says so, there ain't no goddamn way. Good match though. Makabe gets a victory. I was impressed with this. Very, very fun brawl, very fun fight. Bad Luck Fale versus Okada. Fale is a very good monster. He's a very good character. He's very real. Not so great in the ring. And I don't know if it's just the weight or if it's just how he is. He does very good power moves, obviously. He's credible in the ring. And he certainly doesn't look like he doesn't know what he's doing. I'm sure he knows what he's doing. He's been doing this for a while. Just some of the shine comes off when he tries to do anything other than just power stuff. Only because there are certain things that people can do and can't do. Okada and Fale have fought before, and they've had some decent to good matches. Sometimes some people just don't work. It's not this was a bad match. It's just not one I'm going to revisit when I do like my top whatever. Probably top 25 favorite matches of New Japan. I might have to do a top 30 because there's been a host of great matches. And of course, ones I'll forget. Okada was being more silly. He was Okada, the Rainmaker Clown. Fale was angry. Good strength by Okada hitting a slam and throwing him off the top rope. Fale almost gained the victory. But then, behind the ref's back, gun stunned by Tonga Loa, who's a ringside. Fale with the bad luck fall. Bad luck fall, bad luck falls. 1, 2, 3. Fale gets 2 points, kind of makes up for the whole DQ thing. Okada's still at 0 points. Okada will end up with 12 points. Okada will go on a tear here. Or Okada may go down 0-3 and then he'll go on a tear. So he might actually he won't end up winning the whole thing. He doesn't need to. He's Okada. He looks more relaxed. Yeah, he probably is upset that he lost the title, but still, you can tell he's having more fun. He's having a lot more fun. Because the pressure, I'm not saying the pressure was too much for him to be champion. Maybe it's just me, but he just looks more relaxed, looks more at ease. He's able to tweak his character. And I don't know what's with the hair. Is he going through all the colors of the wind with his hair? I don't know what. Good stuff, though, with Okada. Him and Fale, decent match, not great. But it told a good story, and Fale gained the victory. Fale will maybe get 3 victories, because I think a lot of it's going to be Bullet Club. It's going to be the Tongans feuding with, the rest of Bullet Club, or the Golden Elite Club, or whatever. OG Bullet Club versus Golden Elite. Whole bunch of factions to keep track of. Sometimes the names blend together. But anyway, Jay White versus Tanahashi, Wrestle Kingdom 12 rematch. Much, much better than the Wrestle Kingdom 12 rematch. Or Wrestle Kingdom 12 match, which was not bad. As I said in my Night 2 review. It was not bad. It just had maybe it's because of just where it was placed. Maybe because Jay White just came back from excursion. Maybe it was because it was just a bridge match, because Tanahashi then moved to a match with Minoru Suzuki a few weeks later, New Beginning in Sapporo Day 2, not Electric Boogaloo. And Jay White, they did the whole thing with Jay White, join Bullet Club, nope, you joined Chaos. And then beat Kenny Omega at New Beginning that was night 1 that Suzuki won the title, I think. And then night 2 is when Jay White beat Omega for the U.S. title. Very good stuff, by the way. It led to the whole thing of the Golden Lovers reuniting and the place exploding. Gross. That was fun. That was fun stuff, and this was a fun match. It's good to reflect on some of the good stuff from New Japan. And good stuff in wrestling in general. It's actually been a pretty good year for wrestling. Some bad stuff that I'll get to on another video. If you want to hear a rant, you can actually probably get a rant about some recent WWE stuff later. So, anyway. Good heel tactics by White, going after the knee of Tanahashi, going after the back, using the guardrail. Tanahashi just would not quit, though. Kept coming back. There's a reason why he's the ace and why he can still do this. Now, 45, 46-year-old Tanahashi, that's a few years from now, I think then he's going to have to either really slow down his style, or go to part-time. Because he's kept his body in incredible shape. The human body only has so many bumps it can take, though, before you have to really slow down. I think by the time they get to Wrestle Kingdom, let's see, 13, 14, 15. I think by the time you get to Wrestle Kingdom 15, that may be the apex of Tanahashi's career. Maybe 16. But that's about where the apex is going to happen. That's about where the final peak will be. And then, I'm not saying he's going to fall, but it's just everybody ages and he'll go up to a part-time. But anyway, he told a good story here with Jay White. And he gave back to victory. You had a lot of chair usage and stuff like that. Again, referee bumps, low blows from both guys. That was pretty cool. Blade Runner for the win. 1, 2, 3. And Jay White wins, cuts promo afterwards. Good stuff. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this show. B for me. It was a B. It was just as good as night 1, in my opinion. Not quite as good as night 2. B+ for that show, by the way, but I will put those reviews up as I close the show. So thank you guys very much. I really hope you enjoyed this review. Apologies for it going up a day late, but work, money, gotta have that paycheck. Ain't independently wealthy, so then again, a lot of people are, so it's a little difficult to kick that paycheck to the side when you need it for bills. But anyway, thank you guys so much for checking out my New Japan reviews. And what do you guys think? What do you guys think of G1 so far for these first 3 nights? Like, share, comment, subscribe. Twitter link in the description. It's been Real Honesty with John Ritland. And I'll be back for night 4 of the G1 Glorious Climax. See you soon.